the switch on this male-dominated sport.
Let's find out more. Dave Holmes is here. He joins us now with a real movement that's happening out there on the mat.
Yeah, for 100 years, okay, we've always known that wrestling has been considered a boys' sport, both in the eyes of the public and the OHSAA. I mean, goodness, even the thing they wrestle on is named mat. But everything you know about wrestling is about to change. In fact, it may have changed already.
If you get that single leg, pick it up.
You've probably heard the story about a girl who tries out for the boys' wrestling team. That story has been told all across the country.
Finish it, finish it. Finish your takedown.
But this story is on a much grander scale, where the girls want their own team, and they are getting them in record numbers.
I think it's my competitiveness and my drive to get better at things too. So I like being reached out with a new challenge. So I kind of took the challenge on the mat and decided to keep going at it too.
As you pass it, over your head, take a short, like a stutter step before you take your shot.
It doesn't matter who I wrestle. I feel that pride knowing I have that many people on my back and that I'm wrestling not just for myself, but my teammates.
High school girls wrestling is taking over in Ohio. The number of teams this year has doubled since last year. The number of wrestlers doubled as well. We are talking now 61 teams and more than 500 wrestlers.
It makes it feel like I'm not alone doing this and I'm not some crazy person. This is a thing that other people are doing, and it's awesome to just have to meet all those new people that I never would have met otherwise.
Just knowing that you're not the only person doing it, you can share the love of the sport with everybody else, makes it so much easier and better.
Just here in Central Ohio alone, girls are competing from Olentangy Orange, Big Walnut, Hilliard Bradley, Marysville, and Olentangy Berlin, just to name a few. This spring, those schools and others from all across Ohio will compete in a state tournament at Hilliard-Davidson. That event will not be run by the OHSAA, but the organization still plans on helping out.
We are holding hands with them so we can endorse it. We can, we're not running it, but we are getting our feet wet so we can have it.
The state tournament will be sponsored by the Ohio High School Wrestling Coaches Association, but the OHSAA is currently doing research on the booming popularity of girls wrestling nationwide. It found out that once Missouri officially sponsored the sport, participation doubled the very next year. And because of that, don't be surprised if girls wrestling becomes an official OHSAA sport, perhaps as soon as next year.
Anybody could tell me why we can't do this, why we can't, why there are many things like that. I just, back to the point of, please tell me how we can.
Jerry Snodgrass also says there are logistical things to worry about here. Coaches, officials, revenue, those are real challenges that need to be met in order to make girls wrestling an official OHSAA sport. But Snodgrass is very optimistic that these hurdles can be cleared. He wants to keep growing the sport here in Ohio. Next year is an ambitious goal. He said it's not out of the question. It's ambitious, but maybe in the very near future we could see it officially sanctioned by the state.
61 teams already.
Yeah, and it's flying. And like the story said, once they did it in Missouri, it doubled again. So once the OHSAA backs this, you'll see an even bigger explosion. So that's why they want to get on board officially.
Well, lots of young ladies out there getting it done, and we wish them the best.
If you want to compete, go out there and do it. That's awesome.
All right, well, from the high school level to the